Greetings, YouTube world. This is a series of videos. This is video 1 on the top 40 Linux commands that you should know as a Linux system administrator. And these are the commands 1 through 5, starting with the sudo command, which in Linux looks something like this. If you type in sudo, you'll see that you'll get this type of interface. Now I don't have root access to this server, so it will look a little bit different if you actually do have root access. But basically the sudo command in Linux is a powerful utility that will allow a permitted user to execute a command as a super user, also known as the root user, or another user as specified in the sudoers configuration file. The term sudo stands for super user do, or substitute user do. Using sudo provides a safety mechanism for system administration tasks, as it enables users to perform actions that require elevated privileges without the need to log in as the root user. Now this helps in reducing the risk of accidental or malicious actions that could cause serious damage to the system. To use sudo, simply prefix the command you want to execute the sudo code, something like this. So you would type in sudo command to run. Now in this case it's going to say command not found, because I don't have access to the foo.rh file on this interface, which is fine. But now upon entering the command, you'll be prompted for your user password in the sudo environment. Once authenticated, the command will be executed with the required privileges. Now note that the ability to use a sudo is granted to specific users by the system administrator, usually with root access, and not all users will have access to it. The next key command that you should know on Linux is the pwd command. This stands for print working directory. It is a simple yet useful command that displays the absolute path you're on in the current working directory. Now this helps users know their exact location in the file system hierarchy. To use the pwd command, you simply type it in as I just did and press enter, and you'll see you'll get whatever listing you're at. Now the output will show the full path of the directory that you're in, and as I said, it's a very useful tool that's helpful when navigating through large complex file systems, or when running scripts that require absolute paths. The next essential Linux command to know is the cd command, which essentially stands for change directory. This is a fundamental command used to navigate through the file system hierarchy by moving from one directory to another. The cd command allows you to change your current working directory to a specified directory. To use the cd command, simply type cd as I just did and follow the path of the directory to where you want to go. You could change your path to the documents directory or the scripting directory, whatever you may choose. This will come in extremely handy if you work for a large organization that has multiple thousands of directory branches, and you will use this command many tens of thousands of times in your career. Probably the most widely used command in Linux so far, next to cd, is the ls command, which stands for list. It's a widely used command that displays the contents of directories such as files, directories, symbolic links, and other file system objects. By default, the ls command lists the contents of the current working directory. However, you can also specify a different directory to list its contents. To use the ls command, simply type ls as I just did, followed by any desired options in the target directory if applicable. So you could type in, ls minus l is another way to use it. That will give you whatever listing is underneath that. There's also ls minus a, ls minus h, which is something that displays it in a more human readable format. Also displays the sizes, in kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, etc. With the when you do the ls minus lh command, stuff like that. There's also sorting mechanisms. There are tons of things that you can do with this command. This command lists the contents of the current working directory, including hidden files in long format with human readable file sizes, sorted by the modification of time, with the oldest files appearing first. Of course, there's a way to sort it by the newest as well, if you do a search for sorting ls by the newest files as well, if you're so inclined. Another common Linux command that you want to familiarize yourself with is the cat command, which is short for concatenate. This command Linux is very versatile, and it's used primarily for displaying the contents of a file or multiple files, concatenating files, and creating new files. The name cat is, as I said, derived from the word concatenate. And here are some common uses from that, displaying those contents from a single file. So you have options such as cat file name. In this case, I don't really have anything specific, so it's just going to say, no such file directory, but you do get the idea. And if you do cat, and then you could do multiple files, file 1, file 2, file 3. Of course, no such directory exists, but I just want to give you an example. And another way to do it is where if you want to output the contents into a new file, you could do something along the lines of cat file 1, file 2 into new underscore file, which of course I don't have that set up, but you get the idea. If you want to go into an existing file, it's cat file 1 double greater than sign to an existing underscore file. There's numerous things you could do with this, it's the cat command is best suited for working with text files. For large files or binary files, using other tools like less or more, head, tail, those might be a little bit more appropriate, as they allow you to navigate or review portions of the file more efficiently. So those are the 5 most common used Linux commands. Stay tuned for the remaining 35. They're broken up into chunks of 5 in videos. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel and comment on anything that you have seen. Thanks, and have a great day.